Hello, Ms. Palos. I'm Luvera Caesar. I'm the science teacher and coach here at HSHP of the robotics and the RC cars. And today we're going to be talking about a trip to Miami that we have planned for the kids. And Ms. Palos is helping me out with that. Okay.
It's a pleasure to help you, Miss Caesar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Palos. Okay, now, Ms. Palos, I have set up the packet. I've gotten the packet and stuff together here with that, and talked with Mr. Farr, and we've gone over and gotten some things there together for the trip. He has approved it, said, okay, this is it, and he has booked the rooms in Miami for that. Our leave date is April the 26th. That's gonna be our travel day. And then April 27th, we're gonna kind of chill out a little bit with the kids and let them go sightseeing. We wanna look at FAMU. It's really good. So we're gonna tour FAMU as well. We've kind of set that up as well. Now, the cost of the trip has really dropped tremendously because we're gonna take the bus.
Okay, that's
Okay.
nice.
All right, so the bus is going to take us down there. And it's about between 8 and 10 hours on the ride, okay? So that's done, and our kids that have paid, we're probably going with about 10 kids
Oh,
top.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Kids,
Yeah.
okay.
10 kids top. Now what I need from you is the calculations
Okay,
that they're gonna do for the competitions. They're gonna need to calculate and gather data on the speed of the car, the changes that they make, and then do some comparisons of that data that they have there, and what possible other types of data that they can collect and put in and set up and send off.
okay. So you're planning to take the kids for a competition?
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
Okay,
It's the RC car competition. 1080 is what it's called.
okay.
The 1080 competition, 1080 nationals. And so there are like 3 parts to that 1080 nationals. And one part is the racing, and they have like 3 to 4 different races that they're gonna run. And they'll need to collect the data on their speed for that runway and record it in their book. So, because I need you to kind of verify, check and balance me on that. The other is they have to do graphic design and be specific to the details of how this car that they're designing is going to look, where they're gonna place their designs and their car numbers and all of that they have on there, as well as their team number, how they're gonna put that down there. And they have to design a logo
Okay,
for that. The math comes in there, so you
I'll
have
be
to,
there to help you.
thank you, yes. And I think the kids will enjoy that. Then they get to see that practical application between math and science that they're going to be doing with that.
You're doing cross curricular now?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely with that. And they're gonna have to write.
Okay.
I'll put that out. I'll probably talk with Ms. Jameson on the presentation, because she does the FBLA,
Okay,
Future Business Leaders of America, and they have to present. So she's going to help me with that, but the numbers that go into the presentation, I'm gonna need you to check and balance those again for me with that. Then after that, so we have like 2 girls going and about 8 boys that'll be accompanying us, between 7 and 8 boys that's gonna go.
so how does the accommodation?
The accommodations are going to be that 2 rooms for the adults, 1 room for the girls, and 3 rooms for the boys. So we should have, that should be they should be comfortable
Okay.
in there with that. And the meals, the hotel that we're staying at, the meals are gonna be covered, so that cut down on the cost
Okay.
for the trip.
Even for lunch?
No, just breakfast.
Okay.
Just breakfast. They're gonna have to do their, pay for their lunch on there. And probably when they're competing, the 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and the 2 days of competition there, they may or may not supply something at the venue. But what they do, what I find that they do is very interesting, is that they do the race at a professional racetrack. I'm like, okay, so
That's exciting.
yeah, so we're in Miami, and I think it's going to be at the Miami-Dade racetrack when they do that. So that's pretty good. So they get to see some of the cars in there and understand the ratio of their model car is 1 to 10. So, and helping them to understand that, and then they have to calculate some, be sure that what they're doing is in line with that there. So the book that they're following for this, and what you may need to do is they have a rubric for whatever it is that they are doing here. And so the rubric that they're going to do is going to be on the project where they got to take and change the purpose of an object. So they got to do the measurements and all of that. And this is the rubric that's set up.
Okay.
It's set up for that. Because they're very thorough. 1080 is very thoroughly giving us rubrics and the things that we're going to need so that the kids know exactly what it is
Okay.
they're going to be doing.
Yeah, rubric helps a lot.
Yeah.
I see it's very detailed and children can follow through it. I guess all our kids will win the race.
Yeah.
So they have almost done with preparing everything for the competition
Just,
with the 1080. The cars are ready.
now the cars aren't finished yet.
Okay.
They have dried, they're making their car, because we don't have a 3D printer, they came up with a different way to 3D their cars. So they're making their cars out of newspaper and glue.
Wow.
So,
Okay. That's a great idea.
yeah.
Okay. What else, when they perform in the competition, what are the guidelines?
Okay, now they have some guidelines on there for their presentations that they're going to need to do. And the guidelines is for a 30-second spot, a 3-minute spot, and an 8-minute spot where they have to do a video on that and pull together everything that we've talked about as far as the data that they've collected, how they collected it, and pictures to show that they did the work.
Okay, that's nice. I think your children are almost ready, and I will help you with the data part.
Okay.
And I think everything will go very well. You have planned very well. Thank you for letting me participate in the 1080 competition, and we will work together.
Thank you very much. I need that. I need your math expertise. So I appreciate you going in and joining with me on that. So I thank you so much for going over that with me and allowing me to.
Okay, thank you. Bye.